Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Today's presentation is titled The Psychology of Why Healthy Love Feels Wrong. We're going to explore the fascinating reasons behind why sometimes, even when love is good for us, it can feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Over the next few slides, we'll dive into the psychology behind these feelings, and I'll share some insights to help you better understand your own experiences with love. So, let's get started. As we grow older and gain more relationship experience, many of us come to realize something quite paradoxical. It's that healthy love often feels wrong at first. Now, this doesn't mean it actually is wrong, but rather that our nervous system, which has been shaped by our past experiences, can play tricks on us. It may associate peace with boredom, stability with danger, and kindness with suspicion. Essentially, what feels unfamiliar or even uncomfortable at first might actually be the healthiest kind of love we can experience. This idea ties into our overall theme today, that understanding these internal reactions can help us build better, more genuine connections. Let's break down the psychology behind this confusion. Why is it that genuine love can sometimes feel off, dull, or even unreal? Well, especially if you're used to emotional chaos or those intense romantic highs, a calmer, more authentic connection can feel unfamiliar. It's as if your brain is expecting a certain level of excitement or drama, and when that's absent, it can trick you into thinking something's wrong or that it's not real. Understanding this helps us realize that what we're experiencing isn't a flaw in love itself, but rather a shift in how we perceive and interpret those feelings. Recognizing this is a key step in embracing genuine love and moving beyond the patterns of emotional turbulence we've become accustomed to. Crushing is a rush, love is a rhythm. Think of a crush like dancing with a flame. It's bright, it's fast, and it's incredibly intoxicating. When you have a crush, your brain activates your adrenaline and dopamine systems, which gives you that euphoric feeling like you've found the one. But here, the key point, that rush you feel isn't actually love. It's infatuation. It's a cocktail of chemicals driven by excitement from novelty and fantasy. So, while a crush can feel intense and real, it's more about the thrill and less about true connection. Recognizing this helps us understand the difference between those fleeting feelings and genuine love, which is a more steady rhythm. Love, by contrast, is quiet and grounded. It's not about the quick thrill or that rush of adrenaline we often associate with a crush. Instead, love grows slowly over time, requiring patience, understanding, and above all, emotional safety. When you truly love someone, your heart can rest peacefully, knowing there's a sense of stability and trust. And for those of us who have been raised on emotional roller coasters, where chaos felt like connection, this calm can sometimes feel unfamiliar or even empty. We might mistake peace for disconnection because we're so used to intense highs and lows. This highlights a key point in understanding healthy relationships. Sometimes, what looks like a lack of excitement is actually a sign of genuine stability. So, in the bigger picture, it's important to recognize that peace and quiet, while different from chaos, can be incredibly meaningful. They reflect a different kind of connection, one rooted in security rather than intensity, and that's essential for lasting love. When we think about crushes, they often start with surface-level similarities. Maybe we both love the same music, or we quote the same movies, or even text in a way that feels almost identical. These shared interests create a sense of connection, but they're really just the beginning. True love, on the other hand, isn't about matching on the surface. It's about meeting each other in the deeper places. It takes courage to do that, to show what's really inside, your fears, your insecurities, your past wounds. And what's interesting is that real love is about acceptance, being accepted for who you truly are, not just for the persona you put out there. Crushing on someone tends to be rooted in fantasy, idealized images, and superficial similarities. But love, real love, grows through reality. It's messy, it's uncomfortable at first. It demands honesty rather than perfection. It calls for vulnerability instead of performance. And that's where true connection happens, when we're brave enough to be authentic. So, here we see how infatuation often feeds into insecurity. When we're caught up in that initial rush of new love, it's common to feel anxious, wondering if they like us back, questioning if we're enough, or fearing what might happen if we lose them. These intense highs and lows can become addictive because they reflect the kind of emotional chaos many of us grew up with. Maybe we had emotionally unavailable parents, conditional affection, or relationships that felt unpredictable. But love, true love, is different. It's steady. It creates a sense of safety because it removes the need to constantly compete or prove ourselves. When trust is present, jealousy and possessiveness naturally diminish because we're not driven by fear. Instead, we feel secure and calm. Now, for someone whose nervous system is used to chaos, that calmness can actually feel strange or even too easy. It's like something's missing because we're so used to the roller coaster. But healthy love isn't about avoiding pain, it's about healing wounds. It often brings up discomfort before it brings relief. And that's a crucial point to remember. Healing can feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary for genuine connection and growth. When we talk about love teaching you to let go of fear, what we really mean is that love has this incredible ability to help us face our deepest anxieties. When you're crushing on someone, there's often a lingering fear. Fear of rejection, fear of not being perfect enough, or fear of being seen too clearly. These fears can hold us back, keep us on the sidelines. But true love, the kind that grows and deepens, encourages us to let go of those fears. It's not afraid to go beneath the surface, to face uncomfortable truths, or even to sit quietly with someone without needing to fill every moment. Think about a crush. You're shy, cautious, uncertain. You're standing just at the doorway of connection, hesitant to step inside. But when love is present, you feel safe enough to actually walk in. You make mistakes, you're vulnerable, and you allow yourself to be truly known. That's such a powerful shift. And that's why healthy love can feel so strange or unfamiliar to those who have only experienced affection mixed with tension or fear. Because real love isn't about holding back. It's about opening up, trusting, and letting go of those fears that once kept us on the outside. This ties back to our overall theme, how love can transform us by freeing us from the fears that limit our ability to connect deeply. Love isn't about that temporary high or rush of excitement. It's really about feeling at home with someone. You see, crushing can be exhilarating, but love is about belonging, about that deep sense of connection that grows over time. The more you get to know someone, the more love feels familiar, like being with your best friend. They see you for who you truly are, not some idealized version, including your flaws, fears, and all those little imperfections. True love doesn't keep you guessing or leave you uncertain. It's consistent, it's comforting, and it's deeply human. It doesn't burn you up or make you feel overwhelmed. Instead, it warms you from the inside out. That kind of warmth might feel unfamiliar if you've been conditioned to believe that only intensity equals passion. But the truth is, real love can feel a little boring at first, until your nervous system learns that calm is safe, and that consistency actually shows care. So, in the bigger picture, this slide reminds us that genuine love isn't about fireworks. It's about feeling secure, seen, and valued in a way that nurtures us deeply over time. When we talk about love, it's important to recognize that crushing, that intense, quick infatuation, is actually pretty easy. It's like emotional caffeine, giving us a temporary boost. But real love, the kind that lasts and helps us grow, is a discipline. It requires effort and intention. Love teaches us how to be vulnerable without losing ourselves, how to compromise without building resentment, and how to grow alongside someone rather than constantly chasing the next emotional high. If you ever feel that healthy love feels wrong, it's not because it is. It's often because your nervous system is still learning what genuine, balanced love actually feels like. Over time, what once felt unfamiliar or uncomfortable becomes familiar and safe. The key takeaway here is that healthy love doesn't come with chaos or confusion. It's characterized by clarity. It grounds us, rather than consumes us. And once you stop confusing peace with boredom, you realize that this calm, stable love, this peace, is exactly what love was supposed to feel like all along.